Hey, it's Harpsea. How are you doing? I'll be showcasing another beat that I made back in my garage. I'll be going through the leads, through the bass, through the drums, the presets that I use, the plugins that I use. I'll even dive into a little processing that I do. Please leave a comment if you have any questions, and let's jump into it. All right. So in this beat, I started with the melody again, and I just prefer to start with the melody, honestly. I just feel like it's a better starting point for me. So I started with a lead that sounds like this. And excuse my audio in advance to my click here and there. So on its own, I thought that sounded great, but I felt like it needed a little more beef in the verse section. So then I created a second pattern. In this pattern, I actually have 3 different lead layers. First lead, I found a preset, and I use this plugin here by Plugin Alliance, BX Oberhausen, and I found this preset called Meditation Bells. I think I tweaked it here and there, just maybe attack, release, couple of knobs here and there, but it should sound very similar if you end up trying to use this exact preset. And then I ended up layering it with an E-piano by Fruity DX10. So by itself, the Fruity lead sounds like this. And I didn't mimic the exact melody. I did some notes. So you can see the shadow notes here. I only applied it to certain notes. So this preset was called E-bass. So it's actually for bass, but I thought it sounded good. Then I layered it with last layer, which sounds like this, and this is by GMS. Let me turn off the shaper box so you guys can hear how it sounds. So all together, all 3 of them sound like this. But what I ended up doing is I wanted there to be some more movement when the kick and 808 come in. So what I ended up doing is I added shaper box on all 3 of the leads. What that did, it's an LFO plugin, if you guys know about it. And I created a shape like this, set it to 1/8 of a beat, and it ended up sounding like this. So I was giving more movement. There we go. That one was turned off. And I have that beginning at you could call this the verse section or the bridge. Honestly, there's no structure here. I just kind of went with what I liked, and that's basically it. So you could start, if you were to rap on this song, you could start rapping right here, or you could start rapping in the next part of the beat I'm going to show you. Then I added this chord progression here, and it's all in one key, so I actually didn't switch up the chords much, but this is how this sounds. This is how that sounds. Again, I added the shaper box to give it that LFO shape, consistent rhythm. If I turn it off, it sounds like this. Just a long chord. And that preset I found in Flex. So sounds really good. It's called Lowball. I really liked it. I just messed with the knobs a little bit. Ended up getting this sound out of it. So now all together, so it just fills up the area a little bit more, fills up the section of the song a bit more, so it doesn't sound so plain. Then I thought, okay, it needs a little bit more oomph to it as far as the melody goes. So then I added some cello to it. And all together, I guess I should have mentioned this little piano fill. So just a quick little piano fill before this part of the song kicks in. Yeah, that's what I had going. And then I thought that I didn't want this exact same part to play throughout the whole entire song. So what I ended up doing is switching it up. So I added like an intro area into like a verse. You could do it any way you want. This could be like a bridge or the beginning of your verse. But in that section, I ended up reversing the original melody, and this is what I got. Now, I won't go into how I did the reverse melody, but if you're interested, I could definitely do a video on it. It's pretty quick, so let me know in the comments. Then I added some bass to it. This bass is by GMS preset, bass 4. And all together, the intro sounds like this. Quick little reverse right towards the end. Give it some more character. Then I have this section of the song. I added some brassy instruments to it. It's full winds, sustain preset with flex. So simple trap drum pattern. And in this case, I literally went with closed hats the whole entire way. Small little switch up. Added a little bit more hats. They sound like perks, but it is a hat. And I added some more hats. And these third hats just roll. They're rolling. Then the clap. open hats. And then I got my actual perk. I'm just cutting off the beat right there, build some energy. All together, with the kick and the 808. And I'm not following the kick. I'm not following the kick with my 808 pattern. At times I am, and then other times I'm just letting the 808 hit all by itself. For this 808, I used Flex. I used the mobile tuned 808 preset pack. And in my other video, I used this one as well. But I just like how these 808s sound. So now, with my drums and my instruments, I got this. So in the second part of the verse, I'm basically raising the lead an octave up. So again, going into a breakdown. Added the reverse melody underneath it this time. And I did forget to mention this little sample I found, which I thought was pretty cool. It's like a whistle. And that just kind of gives it some more impact when the beat kicks in. So there it is. I hope you liked the video. The beat is just enough to keep an artist as the centerpiece of the song, and that's essentially what my goal is when I make hip-hop beats. I'm planning to post some EDM beats in the future and how I made those, so please come back for more. Share some comments, let me know what you think of my videos. I'm really itching for some feedback because, like I said, I'm just now beginning, I'm just now starting, and I would definitely like to get some feedback on what I should do, what I should change. Thanks again for joining, and have a great rest of your day. I'm out.